Okay, session 8. You guys freed the children that have been missing. You defused the bombs. You stopped the pirate lord Don Carnage from whatever the heck he was doing. He was able to escape on his airship, the Iron Vulcan. And now you guys are cleaning up the pieces. You talk with Nick Wilde, Officer Wilde, and Officer Hops, and they inform you that there is continued gang activity going on in the Desert District in Tail. And so they ask you to continue investigating what these gangs are doing and even why they were wanting children, particularly in the Polar District. Well, if you remember, there were Qs. Qs are like these frog-like people. They're also known as the Gormons. And with them was Gale's martial arts teacher, Zeal, which is a frog soldier. And so Gale spent some time talking with the Qs, the Gormons, and he is given the Kong materia. And so they cook up this materia for Gale to be able to consume due to the fact that he is a gum monster. There are some food elements into his character aspect there. Well, Zeal has the pieces. You guys were collecting these pieces for what is known as the Wayfinder. I've noted here the Wayfinder is a rare artifact. Wayfinders are able to lead you to encrypted locations. This particular Wayfinder is going to take the party to the facility that is making the vessel for the Nobody Project of Organization 13. The Wayfinder, if you put it together, will direct the party down paths and keep them out of danger, and that's exactly what this Wayfinder does. And so you guys are heading to the Desert District. You spent your time in the Polar District. You were in the metropolis of Zootopia as well within the first 5 sessions, and now you are moving on to the Desert District in Tail. Tail is a part of Raya, the Last Dragon, and it's a part of this greater group or people group called Kumandra. And so Tail is this split, fragmented section that you see happening within the Desert District. Well, you get on the monorail, and on the monorail, you guys are seeing tons of large caverns or canyons popping up all over the place. You're seeing a lot of Star Wars kind of settings going on, and you arrive at the train station in Tail. As you arrive at the train station in Tail, there are red arches over you, and so Tail is kind of taking Egyptian influence and Eastern influence and fusing those together. And if you guys remember, there was a proverb on the arches as you entered in, and you got some money if you could decipher what the proverb was. Man, a fun event took place in the city of Tail. If you remember, there's First Order troops set up all throughout Tail. The First Order, which is led by Kylo Ren, and they are just kind of a policing force in Tail right now. They're not really worried about you, but there are some bandits that take some items from you guys, and you guys go to stop the bandits. They're the little Tanuki warriors, and then you end up going and having to get these what are they called, Chow? They're fur bugs. There it is. That creature that Raya rides. And so each of you have to go through a series of trying to tame a fur bug in order to take the fur bugs into the desert, because you were given information in Tail about a location in the desert called Toth Ra, which might actually provide more insight to what you guys are investigating. Remember the gangs, you're investigating the gangs going on, and then like I stated with the Wayfinder, you're investigating what's going on with the organization, with the Vessel Nobody Project, all of that good stuff. And so you're given information about Toth Ra. You need the fur bugs. You guys tame the fur bugs. One thing to point out is Sozin. Sozin was thrown off of his fur bug multiple times because he couldn't get along with his fur bug. Well, you guys do some shopping, you get some equipment, there's a spell book, there's alchemy going on for Ford, and you guys take the fur bugs into the desert. Well, as you're going into the desert, you're arriving at this location, Toth Ra. There is a gigantic sand titan that is blocking the entrance of Toth Ra. And so you guys end up joining forces with two figures, Li Shang and Rhea, and three figures, and Aladdin. And so you guys join forces with these three figures to fight this sand golem, and you have to take the Wayfinder, piece it all together while fighting the sand golem, piece the Wayfinder together, and use it to unlock the gates in order to get into the city. You're not able to actually defeat the sand golem or sand titan. It is too large for you guys. But you find out that Toth Ra is actually a location of draconic origin, and so there's some background history going on for Sozin, where he's finding out a little bit about the draconic race. You find out that Li Shang is now blind, and he's referred to as the Blind Wolf. And as you enter into Toth Ra, you have now entered into the first room of this ancient city known as the Temple of Ifrit, and that is all there was for session 8.